Today I'm at Madison Avenue Pizza in Dunedin, Florida for their 32-inch pizza challenge.
Oh my god, that's enormous. That looks even more terrifying than on the website. Alright.
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Dang.
All right.
How do you feel about this?
Okay. Hey guys.
So the pizza challenge here is 1 hour to eat a 32-inch pizza that's about 11 pounds. It's a one-topping pizza. You can add more if you want, but I really highly recommend that you stick with one because it's hard enough just getting through with just one topping. It's also a two-person challenge, unlike other eating challenges where you're doing it solo. So see which friend you can trick into coming along with you. And for this adventure, I managed to convince my friend Jeremy here that it'd be a great idea to try to eat 11 pounds of pizza. You will see during the course of this challenge that he starts reconsidering his choice and probably even trying to decide whether or not he ever wants to speak to me again. In addition, the thoughts bouncing around his head are probably between revenge of how he's going to get me back for all this and also exactly what the deduct was on his medical insurance, as he's probably sure to require medical attention at some point after this, because this really can't be good for your body. And while we're killing ourselves here, if I can ask you to like and subscribe if you're really enjoying watching us hurt ourselves. It really helps the channel grow, so thanks. All jokes aside though, this challenge was hard. And while the pizza was absolutely delicious, it's just because you're having so much of it, it just gets really salty and oily really quickly on you. Unlike the last challenge I did though, this one actually allows you to drink something while you're doing it. And so take full advantage of that. We just had water because we didn't want anything with carbonation or anything that was going to take up any extra room in our stomach, because we knew that when you're dealing with 11 pounds of cheese and dough and meat, it is just going to be a challenge to get all that stuff down without any carbonation just taking up space in your stomach. And while you may be wondering, well, doesn't the water or the liquid take up space in your stomach as well? Well, yes, but it does help to soften up the dough and the crust and everything like that, so it makes it easier to swallow, because otherwise you just have to chew forever until you actually manage to get it soft enough to swallow. And here you see my buddies praying to the gods to possibly strike me down with lightning or something for convincing him to come on this food challenge. You can see it a few times where he's definitely regretting his decision to probably even be friends with me, let alone come for this pizza challenge. Oh, poor guy. He's a good sport about it, though, and I really appreciate the fact that he decided to try this out with me. He has never done any of these competitive eating adventures before, and while this is only like my fourth, so it's not like I've done a lot of them myself, I at least had an idea of the sheer amount of pain and suffering I was about to go through, where he obviously knew that it was difficult, but until you've actually done a food challenge, you don't realize the amount of just pain and suffering that you're going through while you're eating. Like, you are literally, your body is fighting you the entire time and you're wishing for sweet death every single moment. It's actually crazy. Okay, I mean, not every single moment, because at the very beginning, when you're able to enjoy the food, it's actually quite delicious. And, you know, this pizza was absolutely delicious. So that was exactly how it started. But as it goes along, your body starts fighting back because it doesn't like what you're doing to it, and it wants you to stop. And so it does everything possible. It sends out everything to your pain receptors. You actually start to hallucinate at some point too. I remember during my last one, I kind of started seeing stars for a little bit. So I was getting really, really, really worried. And so these are the things that you don't realize happen to your body as you're trying to force feed yourself, because most people are smart enough not to do this and will stop eating when they're full. But I'm obviously an idiot and a little bit of a masochist. And Jeremy over there, he is just being a good friend. So I definitely appreciate him putting himself through hell for this. But hopefully he'll have some fond memories that he can look back on after he's finished digesting and has forgotten the pain.
Oh, man. I'll try to decide. If I do another one, it'll be that one, not this. I know I can't do that. Since I don't think I can.
For just a moment, I tricked myself into thinking I could have another slice.
How much is an Uber ride? No, we'll just sleep in the parking lot.
In case you're wondering why I asked about the Uber ride there, it's because Jeremy drove, and so I think he was starting to realize that he might not be able to drive us back home. And I was also realizing that I don't think I could drive either, so we'll probably just have to sleep in the parking lot. Thank goodness we were actually able to drive back, because as much as the Florida weather is beautiful, I really wasn't looking forward to passing out in a parking lot in the middle of Dunedin. And here I basically took one bite and decided, yeah, no.
You guys starting to travel over there?
Pretty much. Can you do me a favor? Oh, yeah.
Wait, we still got 3 minutes.
Yeah, we have. I've been timing it.
You guys did well. I'm super proud of you.
All right, I think we officially give up. We got about halfway. Not bad, not bad, not bad. How you feeling? You do this again next week? Is pizza your favorite thing?
The issue is the grease and the salt.
Grease and the salt.
Yeah, I think. And the amount.
Wait, but still 40, still a few seconds. We can still finish this. Not really. We're gonna die. Oh my god.
There it is.
This, yeah. If anyone's doing this challenge, we recommend not the pepperoni. Maybe some arugula, something lighter, not as salty.
Yeah. And the grease. The grease
also,
and the salt on the pepperoni.
Don't eat for like a week before you come. So Jeremy, what tips would you give to someone who's doing this besides don't eat for a while?
Don't get pepperoni. It's too greasy and it's too salty, and those are difficult after a while.
And just don't do it. Don't do it. But it's awesome though. But make sure you do come.
And they were very nice.
Yes.
Here.
Yeah. Everyone who was absolutely amazing. For my 3 followers, which are pretty much like my niece, my nephew, and you. So it's a fun time. No, they're great, absolutely great here. So yeah, thank you so much to everyone at Madison Avenue Pizza in Dunedin for hosting us and for putting up with us as we attempted to do the 32-inch pizza challenge. And yes, watch me fail more food challenges in the future. So far, I guess my record's 50-50. Not bad.
You can take that out.